Ah, well, hello everyone, I'm High Treason, and this will be part 4 of Let's Play the Long Drive going back fucking home. It's about 2,000 kilometres that way. Now, I'm not going to push that hard to do things in one part anymore, because that last one's a shit show, and unfortunately, I just don't have time to fix it, and I'm not going back and doing it again, so you get what you're given on that, I'm afraid. I'm sort of learning doing this format, as I go along. So it's there's going to be problems. That's just the way it is. I don't think anyone's going to be that upset. Like I say, you shouldn't really have this strong of an attachment to anything around here, right? It's the internet. Who gives a fuck? Who even watches this? Very few people. That's good. I'd hope you had better things to. I really hope 100% your attention is not on this, and that you're doing what I'm doing when I'm recording it, and you're just sticking it on in the background while you're doing something. That would be pretty fun, thinking of that. Well, anyway, I'm going to start driving. I don't know how much time I have today. Doesn't really matter. I'm just going to go as far as I can within what time I've got, and we'll get there when we get there. I'm still going to aim to not go over 10 parts total, but if I have to split this off into 2 of them, I'll split it off into 2 of them, it's fine. Well, I figured I should check in for an update. It's another 200 kilometres down. We're about 580 kilometres now from my 2101, which is closer to it than it was from the start of the road when we got it. I've not been driving quite as fast because the road here is pretty rough, and I remember it being that way on the way like out, like, you know, at the sort of 1 to 2k mark, somewhere around there. The road just gets pretty rough in every world I've ever been in. Maybe it's just pure chance, but I still think it's just something weird with the world generator when it gets to that range. Time lapses are probably going to run double speed in this. I know have a faster way of making them, so yeah, that'll keep the time down quite a bit. I'm still at the mercy of disk space, but hey ho. But the thing about not being able to fix shit is part 3, none of that exists anymore. I have to erase all of it to record this. And of course, you know, if there's something wrong with it, I can't go back and change it. It's sort of pseudo-live, I guess, in that it just has to be however it goes out. There's no going back and doing it again. I could just load the save, you know, wipe it out and start recording again, but I don't want to put that much time into it. I don't think anyone would want me to put that much time into it. I really don't trust rabbits now. They have actually made them dangerous, but not... See, I still don't find them dangerous if you're just out walking around and they get mad at you. They're not that nimble or quick or anything. Yeah, they can catch you, but they make enough noise about it, you know they're there. But now, they're quite a danger to your car. Oh well, I'll see you at, I'll probably check in with you at 1000k, because it's a milestone for this car. Which in world terms is... Oh, I can't remember, I can't quite fathom the math. At least 1,000 kilometres away from where we are, that's for fucking sure. Yeah, we're probably actually on about the 2k line about now. Probably just crossing over it somewhere around here if my math's right. It probably isn't. I have to sit and think about it. Yeah, that's pretty neat. Yeah, it will be. We'll be about 2,000 kilometres from the start of the road here. When we started this part, we would have been 2,200. Ah, well, that's pretty neat. We're getting there. But yeah, I'm just sort of hanging about 140, 150 kilometres an hour, just going for consistency. I mean, I should probably start slowing down anyway because, you know, I'm not going to drive the Green Vaz very hard at all. I just want to get it home in one piece. And to that end, let's continue on our endeavour to find it and hope that after all this it's still there. Otherwise, I guess I'll be driving this Golf all the way back. So we have now done about 1,000 kilometres in this car. It's neat how it coincides with the road surface change. Look at that. It's a bit croppy, isn't it? Gotta stick my head through it. Well, anyway, yeah. And that leaves us about 480 kilometres away from our green car. It's should be like a grassy biome somewhere. And well, yeah. That'll be where we left it. So this will be, we're probably getting into Dacia territory now. I think it was quite some way off that side of the road where we got the Dacia. I think I maybe did 200 kilometres in it or something. The building will no longer exist, I wouldn't think, because it was a workshop, wasn't it? I noticed we found the Skoda's radiator and, like, you know, fuel containers and hubcaps on the road and stuff. That was pretty fun. You know, that it still exists. Like I said, that still impresses me quite a lot. That's possible. I dare you to come over here, rabbit. I'll throw my shit at you. Oh no. That isn't good. Quick, put it back on. Yeah, it smashed it. Jeez, this reminds me of that bloody collision bug that used to happen. No, he's dropped the... Fucking rabbits are going to be laughing at me. They're going to be laughing. Hang on, I can just keep that in my inventory. Well, I promised I'd throw it. The engine's off. Are you feeling brave now? No, it won't be. Does it affect the trajectory if I do that? It stood still. It might be coming over here, you know. Let's have a bare-knuckle fight then. I would if there was a punch in this game. Stupid bunnies. Aren't they stupid? Yeah, it's all closing in now. It's getting far in the run. I might split it when we've done another couple of hundred. Yeah, you gonna do something? I didn't fucking think so. What a loser. He's pee in his mouth. Oh, splashback. You gotta feel bad for women with that. They can't sort of just stand farther back to get away from that. Right, well, back to progress, I guess. I don't have much else to say. What do you want me to talk about? I'm in the same car, we're in the same world, we're just trying to get this done. It is what it is. Like I say, I assume you'd just put this on for background noise while you're working on something. that's another 100k down the drain. We should now be about 370k, or certainly within 370k of our green vase. So I'm probably going to start keeping a lookout for one of those Waltenberger cars. And if I can find it, I may drive it. But what I might do is just drive it a little bit and then just come back for this VW and then continue. Because there's sort of a risk of, if my vase isn't there when we get back to that spot, and for all I know we've already passed it because we know the count was not very accurate, then I might be stuck with a car that for all I know is terrible. So, yeah, bit of a dilemma really. We probably should have driven it earlier, but it just didn't work out that way, did it? Well, anyways, I've got nothing to say. We'll continue our search, but feels different now, you know. Pretty close to, pretty close. Less than 2,000k to go to get home. Nearly 8,700 kilometres driven in this world. So yeah, we know the target's about 10,400. So, yep, you know, what, 2,200 left to go before we hit the end of the road or something? Not even that. Right, well, better get on with it. So we are, I don't know how much of the recording there is, if any of that, but you only missed 30 kilometres, 87, 86, so within 260 kilometres of the green car. I think we might actually be a bit closer going by the biome that we're in. I'm not sure how to proceed. It certainly won't be now because my tooth's absolutely killing me and I need to go and eat, which is going to be fun. Whatever happens, well, you know the drill now. Let us continue our drive. 88.95. We should be within 150k of the green car now. But I don't think I can do any more of this today. I can barely concentrate on driving anymore. My tooth is really painful. So yeah, if memory serves correctly, keep going down the road and we should get to a grass biome. It should be all green and it should be somewhere in there within about 150 kilometres of where we are right now. And I'm probably going to come back and deal with that tomorrow because I really just can't do this anymore at the moment. Yeah, you won't keep me down for long. Had to go to a meeting, had to go to sleep, had to do a bunch of other boring things I won't talk about, and tooth's not hurting so much right now, so well, I guess we'll drive some more. Let's see if we can get back to my car, because it's somewhere out there. Somewhere out there. That song is way too Jewish for me to try sneaking it in a video. I don't think that'll get around the copyright system. Hey look, it takes one to know one, alright? Well, I can't be far now. 9001. It's weird how it's lining up quite well. What was it? Yeah, 8950 at last. It's like these have fallen in step almost. That was 10 under, that was 5 under, now it's right, now it's 1 over. I've been serving every 50k if you hadn't noticed. So we should be very, very close. If it's still here, I may have missed it. I hope not. Yeah. We should be like within 20-30 minutes of it if we're going to see it, and I'm not going to drive at night anymore. Just to make sure I don't miss it, even though I think I left the headlights on. I'm only going to drive in the day now. Right, well, the search continues. 9,008 kilometres. It got thrown into the air by the terrain, but thankfully it got pinged up and not pinged down. We've fucking done it. Oh, it's still here. Oh god. I feel like the mission's over. 1,369 kilometres left to get home. It doesn't feel like a lot now, does it? It's still here. It's still... Oh god. Lynn 675. It's the Ratburgie mobile. Ratburgers are actually red. There's one that they're not actually green. Yeah, what is it? Porphyrin? I think it's like the dominant pigment, which is like red. So... I should have given that to my Golf. It's probably low on it. Golf, buddy. That's full of diesel. Old friend. This car is no joke. Oh, it's had oil in the radiator since we got it, pretty much. It's been just fine on it. It's no joke, this Golf. It has got us the whole way. It really has. It's done it. I really can't be mad at it. But it's time to switch. It's time to say goodbye to the Golf. I'm almost set. I've done a lot of distance in it. You know, now we know that it remembers what car you have. Maybe I can come up with a scheme to come back and get this Golf. I can spot one of those two-stroke trucks near my house, and yeah, ooh, that could be a fun little side thing. Take that car out, like get home, but then go out, look for one of them trucks, put that car on it, drop it off at home, and then bring the truck to get this Golf. I might do it, but for now, we better start changing things over. I was really nervous about that it was a way off the road, that it would get pushed under the world, and it so nearly did. I don't know if you'll see it in the time lapse. I'll probably run that one at a lower speed just because of how short it is. And in all of those 2 frames a second, you might see it getting flung into the air. The baskets, I don't need them, not with the way the physics are now. They're just not required in this day and age. What paint is that? Grey. I wanted some grey paint. I thought it was like cheaty not having the baskets, but it's like, well, we'll just say, you know, that you're holding it down with ties or something, which is how you'd really do it in a car, or at least it's how I'd do it. I know this is coming from someone who does not own a car. Like, when you don't own a car, people assume you don't know how to drive, or you don't want to, or like, you know, as in you're against it. Like, you think cars equals bad. I'm totally not like that. I have no desire to drive. It's expensive, the car takes up a lot of room, it's slow, you know, I live in a city. And I don't like living in a city necessarily, but it's where I live, and I have no choice. I have obligations here, if nothing else. And so, owning a car is just a net loss for me. There's no good reason for me to do it. Especially as everyone else, despite living in a city, tends to own a car. And they're usually quite generous and will let you, you know, ride in their car if they happen to be going somewhere you're going, or hell, you might just have to pay them a little bit for it, but where's the harm in that? We're probably not going to be driving very fast now. I'm going to bring this diesel along just for the hell of it because it's full, and that makes me think I probably had that for a really long time. I've never liked this. He's changed the handling of items, like, as of a couple of updates ago, and I'm not a fan of it. I do struggle with it a little bit, I've got to be honest. I think the way it was before was better. Like, I don't want to say it, but I am starting to feel like we might be getting to that stage in the game's lifespan where the updates are going to start making it worse rather than better. It happens to every game in the end, you know. And it had a good run, this one, and it's not at that point yet. So only time will tell, really, what's going to happen. Right, we have all of these, which I'm probably never going to need, but it's mostly in case I have to replace hubcaps that I bring these. Just chuck them in there, any order. You can never have too much jizz anywhere. Well, there's probably nothing else interesting to look at. I'll rejoin you when we're about to set off. Or get off. We can get off if you want. I don't usually swing that way, but I mean, you know. Depends how much you're paying, I suppose. Right, it's time to go. Ah, fuck it. I'll throw that in there. What's a bit more weight? I'm not going to be driving flat out anywhere with this, I wouldn't have thought. Then again, this car doesn't go all that fast compared to that Golf. I've never said my goodbyes. Golf. I hate your real life counterpart. I think Golfs are absolute garbage cars, but this thing, it's a good car. And if one of them two-stroke trucks is near my house, I'm gonna come back for you. So you hang on, I may be back someday, but I also maybe not. There are now 1,369k to go, plus the, what was it, 36 that we did in the UFO. Rabbit's already there wanting to destroy my car right from the fucking start. Oh yeah, this is the fucking thing. Just lead-footing it for now. Wow, so we're pretty much dead on 500 kilometres that it's done. Golf just unloaded, you might have seen the little lag spike. Hopefully he'll still exist when we come back. If we come back, hope there's one of them trucks near my house. But that'll be the thing, because we know vehicles do persist reliably now. When I first started playing this game, if you just walked like a few hundred foot away from them, they used to just cease to exist. You know. So I was very impressed that some objects didn't, but the game seems to be very good at remembering where everything was in the world now, even the rabbits, which unfortunately got janked up a bit as of these updates. So once this car's counters on 700k, I guess this part's done, because that's the length we said we'd do per part, right? I guess that means the last stretch is going to be long, unless we break it into two, and I definitely, probably, will if I happen to pass by one of them trucks when I'm nearly home. Oh man, I can't believe I got my fucking car back. I got my car back. It's so slow compared to that Golf, but I don't even care. And it's the distance we just drove in that Golf is basically what we have to do again in this. It's no bloody problem, you know. Hey, it's already done half that distance with us. Gnarly. It'll do it again. This car don't give a fuck. I didn't leave the lights on, did I? I leave them on all the time, just so I can see the rocks coming up better. I never used to really be able to turn them on at all, because the game used to perform a lot worse. It's not that bad now, but I don't want to turn the grass on still. It's not consistently rough with that, but it's just a bit uncomfortable, you know. Well then, I'll see you in about 100, maybe 200 kilometres time, depending on how things work out. Oof. Deary me. Well, that can't be good. Is that a mansion of hidden souls over there? I think it is. But I've no interest in going to it. Of course, we could just stick this on the back of a truck now, but then we'll be driving forever, and chances of us getting one within another 1,000 kilometres are pretty high. Let's go and load it before I throw you in the time lapse. Let's go and see what's over there. I'm sure someone did a mod for this game that put like a multi-level car transporter truck in. So I have driven one of those in real life, and I've known somebody, well, I'm related to somebody who may have used one as a ramp once to jump a car, because they were quite disgruntled with the people they were working for, and yeah, you know, things happen, don't they? And when you lock up the compound, well, expecting the employees to get in there. Oh dear, that's a very angry rabbit. Well, you can see me, but I'm not, like, interested in you. Deary me, if it's not one thing, it's 10 fucking more. I wish I'd never come here. The hospitality's awful, and there's no cars. What a load of fucking garbage. Right then, I'll see you on the other side of time-lapse land. Right, well, that's probably where this part's going to be called apart then. Some dodgy roads, some dodgy physics, and that's 200k out the way. So we got like what 1170 left to do, something like. Let's see, let's increment it from there. See what we got going on here. Let's see what our distance looks like. We'll be a good ways, a little ways over, which is good. Still looking for one of those two-stroke trucks. If I spot one, I'll test it out with this car just to see how it handles. I was wondering if it'd be worth getting one and just putting like a bigger engine in it. I always said we need something sort of like a Jeep or something that'd give us an engine between the cars and like the trucks. Well, obviously, I guess there's that silly like Plymouth car, but that engine's just pretty much unusable, really, in any practical sense. Yeah, 9237. So we're on target. Well, yeah, I guess I will move on to a different part here. So I'm High Treason. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you in the next one. Not very far now, really, is it? Let's be honest. We've done most of it. Done most of the journey.